Today's Morikami finds its origin in the bold and courageous actions of a group of early 20th century Japanese pioneers who settled the Yamato Colony between Delray Beach and Boca Raton. Starting the colony was difficult, but the new settlers poured commitment into their dreams. While adapting to the challenges of life in the sultry Florida sun, they also kept some of their traditions from back home. They wanted to create a utopia for themselves and their families. In short, they wanted the American dream. All of us are descended from people who made similar journeys, and perhaps we have inherited some of their spirit and strength. At the Yamato-kan Museum, along the pathway through the garden, you will discover a rich educational and visionary story about Japanese American culture and life in the Yamato Colony. One settler was George Tsukeiji Morikami. At the age of 19, he arrived at the Yamato Colony to pursue his dream. Like many settlers who came before him, George saw great promise in Florida farmland. Despite a multitude of setbacks that discouraged other settlers and prompted their departure from the colony, George never gave up. He farmed with ingenuity and broadened his land holdings, always adapting to many challenges set before him. Throughout it all, he remained humble and earned the admiration of the entire community. At the age of 80, George Morikami achieved a milestone in his dream. He became an American citizen. Before he died, George ensured that his life of hard work and compassion would have a lasting legacy. He donated 200 acres of his land to Palm Beach County for the benefit of his adopted country and generations to come. The original museum building, the Yamato-kan, opened in 1977 as a public-private partnership between Palm Beach County Department of Parks and Recreation and the nonprofit organization, the Morikami Incorporated. Working together, they create the unique and memorable experience that every visitor enjoys. Support for the museum and gardens is raised from a number of sources, including memberships, donations, and grants, all designated to give visitors the Morikami's educational programs, exhibits, festivals, and events. As the years passed, the Morikami continued to grow. 1993 saw the opening of the main museum building, and in 2001, the $3.5 million Japanese Gardens opened. In the spirit of George Tsukeiji Morikami, we acknowledge that though years and miles may separate us, the heart of humanity remains constant. Now the Morikami Museum and Japanese Gardens stands on George's original property, and building bridges between cultures lies at the core of the organization's purpose. Once regarded as Florida's greatest hidden treasure, the Morikami Museum and Japanese Gardens is now recognized as one of Florida's must-sees. Renew yourself in Rojien, the George D. and Harriet W. Cornell Japanese Gardens, in the manner that suits you best. Wander leisurely at your own pace. Stop along the paths if it pleases you. Every view offers a new discovery. Unlike botanical gardens, where the emphasis is on individual plant species, the Japanese garden presents nature as a whole, emphasizing a sense of space and rhythm, light and shade, texture and sound. The words of garden designer Hoichi Kurisu speak to the goals of the garden.
My hope is that visitors will let the garden speak to them of timeless truths and rhythms which can provide therapeutic insights for today. I hope visitors will listen to, cherish, and act upon the inspiration the gardens impart to them individually. Koichi Kurisu.
Stroll through the 6 gardens of Rojien, as well as the superb Gulf Stream bonsai collection. Listen to an audio tour, which provides details that will enrich your visit. Learn about Japanese culture in a variety of ways. Enjoy the exhibitions in the galleries, which change throughout the year, providing a different experience when you return again and again. Take classes, workshops, family programs, and lectures available for all ages at the Morikami. See demonstrations of time-honored traditions, such as Sado, the Japanese tea ceremony held monthly in the Seishin-an tea house. Also, be sure to visit the Morikami's unique library. Return to the Morikami to learn more about Japanese culture through a docent-led tour. Educational opportunities are so diverse and exciting for adults and students that many visitors come back over and over. Celebrate seasonal festivals. They should not be missed. Each one filled with traditional arts, demonstrations, and flavors. The Oshogatsu Festival in January welcomes in the new year with festive games and activities. In February, the Morikami celebrates the first bud of spring with the Hatsume Fair. April is highlighted by Children's Day, a traditional Japanese holiday known as Kodomo no Hi, which brings delight to all ages. And the Morikami's Bon Festival in August honors the ancestors with fireworks, drums, dancing, and graceful floating lanterns. Volunteer opportunities abound at the Morikami, from leading tours to aiding in educational programming to lending a hand in the gardens. Volunteers treasure learning, sharing. Consider donating your time for the benefit of others. Savor the flavors of Japanese and Asian-inspired cuisine in the Cornell Cafe. Consider making use of the Morikami for your own special event. It is certain to be unforgettable. Shop in the museum store for authentic gift items from Japan and Asia, as well as books relating to culture and gardening. There are many reasons to visit the Morikami. Yours are as unique as you are. Thank you for your support of the Morikami Museum and Japanese Gardens.